Okay. That's. I don't know that.
All right.
I don't think that works.
I don't think that like the biology.
But the one that we're going to use is not that definition of oven mitt.
The one that you're going to use in the show is not going to make me want to throw up the dinner that I just paid for?
Yeah, no, that's not.
All right, that's good to know. I appreciate that. Two guys, one podcast. I'm one guy. No pinching, only punching. I've been working on my nunchuck skills. Two guys, one podcast.
And I'm the other. Yes. No, I'm not kidding you, but yes, there was. Content.
Two guys, one podcast.
I don't even remember what we were talking about, but I'm almost positive you're wrong.
Two guys, one podcast. And this is the podcast. You guys ready?
I was born ready.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Talk for a second. Let me see about your level.
Check 1, 2.
How big of an asshole did you feel whenever you just did that?
Super, like, just what the hell do you, like, hey, say something. Something.
Penis, vagina.
Welcome to Two Guys, One Podcast. I'm one guy.
And I'm the other.
And this is the podcast. We are joined once again by our good friend, that guy.
Thank you. Glad to be back.
I haven't done anything yet. Don't thank me yet. We're going to grill you today. Today is the day. I don't know. I had somewhere to go with that, and I lost it. You fucked it up again, that guy. I'm blaming it all on... We're going to start over again. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was born ready.
Welcome to Two Guys, One Podcast. I'm one guy.
And I'm the other.
This is the podcast. We're joined by our good friend, that guy.
How's it going?
Better this time.
Thanks.
Hey, you know what? You're the first. This is your third time.
Three-peat.
Is this the third time?
You're the first three-peater.
I think it's just a repeat.
That's not.
Oh, it is. You're right. It is.
Stop talking to the side of the microphone. I spent all that time
Sorry.
putting the microphone in, and then you do this on me. You slide to the side of it. All
Sorry about that.
For this being your third time, you're pretty much being a fucking rookie.
We've given him a different scenario though every time we brought him into the studio.
He's had a different setup.
Yeah. It's either been a different mic or a different mic stand or something.
It's because we're trying to give him something that makes him sound worse than us.
Well, here's what happens. I literally got bitched at the other day. We're gonna start this show right here with a little. It's not listener mail. I got a phone call. I got a voicemail. I'm doing one of my radio shows, my day job and whatnot, and I get a phone call from an old friend. It's my first roommate, and I silence the phone call. Exactly. I silence the phone call, and when I get the next break in the show or whatever, like I listen to the voicemail that she left. She's bitching about. She's like, "Hey, I'm trying to listen to your show here." And I can't hear anybody. You're way too loud, and the other guy's too low, and then somebody's having a conversation in the background, and what the fuck's going on, man?
Yeah, because you didn't turn my mic on that time. So, like, literally 6 minutes of the show, you don't hear a fucking word I'm saying. And I told you that, and you're like, nah, they hear you.
That's not... You said that, and I'm sure she did the same thing. Where did you listen to the show? How did you listen to that episode? You listened to it on your fucking Galaxy phone, right?
Which is probably what a good 80% of our listeners are doing.
Yes, but with their headphones or played to their stereo in their car, not literally just sitting on their phone.
Dude, I was playing it through the stereo in my car.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And you still couldn't get volume for you?
Bluetooth Ninja!
And you still couldn't get volume for you?
No.
That's ridiculous.
It's not ridiculous.
All right, then. Mea culpa. I fucked it up. That was 2 episodes ago, though. As I pointed out to her, and this is when I called her back, I was like, yes, this is the support line for Two Guys, One Podcast. I'm very sorry to hear about your issue. We'd love to refund your purchase price for that issue, for that episode, and any others you've had a problem with.
Dick.
Episode 30 worked just fine, though, or 31, whatever the last one was. That one sounded just fine. We didn't have any issues. As you pointed out at the beginning of the show, I turned your mic on. That guy's mic is on this week as well. You do have to talk into it, though, sir. I'll say this. Getting a podcast out weekly, like the number one thing is finding the time to get in the room. But then even once you do that, you have to follow it up by kind of wrapping it and putting it in the wrapper and everything. So thanks for sticking with us through the occasional episode with an audio hiccup or not. We'll try to get a little more even keel with the production.
And that was the episode where we heard from our friends across the pond.
Indeed. Yeah, you're right. Good call.
And most people probably turned it off after 4 minutes.
You think?
I would have. The only reason I didn't
is because you knew that
I wanted to know how long you let it run.
Oh.
Fucking long time, man.
Yeah, it's like 6 minutes almost. You haven't listened to it, that guy, I'm assuming.
No, I haven't. And like,
you have a real life. You don't
He's only listened to 2
podcasts.
episodes, man.
the one that I'm in.
It's like, hey, they left a lot of me in there, guys. It was really exciting.
Wow. No, I don't know. I think it's a problem with my Stitcher, I guess. Or if you guys stopped doing Stitcher or...
No, you're still on Stitcher. I say that. I think we're still available in Stitcher. I don't know. I don't do Stitcher anymore. So I don't... I just... well, I know we're in iTunes and we're in the Android device, like all the Android podcast skimmer or whatever's.
I don't do Stitcher just because we didn't win an award. Every motherfucking body else won one.
Boy, they gave a bunch of them away. It was like new sports podcast from the state of New Jersey, hosted by Jewish guys.
Yeah.
That sounds like a winner, though. I mean...
I'm telling you. I'm just saying...
Where's
there
that
should have
at?
been a
I'll find
category in
that.
there
Well, that was
somewhere.
our original working title.
Best new sports podcast from the state of New Jersey, hosted by 2 Jewish guys. This show isn't hosted by 2 Jewish guys, and this show it isn't set in New Jersey. We're not going to talk about sports much, but we thought that show would get us high in the ratings. You know.
That's probably what happened. That's right.
Yeah.
They're just like a lot of people clicked on it. Oh, I'll check that out. What is this?
This shit is crazy.
Alternate titles. Okay, that's actually not a bad question. If you here we are 30 some odd deep in this thing. If you could go back in time now and retitle us from the start. You weren't crazy with the title. We got a lot of blowback from the title, actually.
Yeah, I wanted the Numbnuts and Fuckhead show. I'm Numbnuts. You're Fuckhead.
I'm pretty sure Numbnuts and Fuckhead would have kept us out of iTunes. Honestly, what would you have titled the show? Do you remember what you had a couple of alternates that you suggested? Like even like 4 or 5 episodes in, you were like, I think we should change it and it should be this. Because your argument was 2 Guys, 1 Pod obviously is at least a slight reference to 2 Girls, 1 Cup.
Yeah, that's where everyone's head goes
Right.
first.
Right. Which is nothing to do with our show.
No.
And more than that, it's a cultural reference that like had its time, faded away, had a rebirth even maybe, and faded away again.
Yeah, man. I thought we were just gonna make fun of people, really. So I want to call the show Dis and Dat.
Sounds like a 90s hip-hop group, though.
Well, I think especially in the early going, like your conception of the thing. First of all, I don't think you had any belief that we would continue to do this every week. I think you thought it would peter out. Like I'd get tired of doing it after 2 or 3 weeks, and since you weren't doing anything outside of recording, you'd be like, "Well, that's done, I guess."
Yeah, I did think you'd ADD to something else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have stuck to it. This is seriously, other than, I mean, I was married for 7 years, so I guess we haven't gotten there yet. But this might be the longest I've been happy with anything.
Nice. You know who else didn't like the name? Our mutual friend.
Our mutual friend hated.
Yeah, me and our mutual, and the fucking thing is, it's 2 on 1, and you still get to name the show.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, first off,
and I don't mind because I don't do fuck else besides talk.
Exactly. I was the dude cutting it up, and I was the dude setting up the website. I mean, like you literally, I had to tell you how to log into the website. Let alone.
I'm like, fuck it, let him name it what he wants.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm never gonna search for the shit.
Yeah. So it wasn't. It's not like you guys put up a real.
Okay, hey, before
you staked out a protest in my front yard or anything.
Before we get too far, we need to go over the word of the day.
Indeed.
So we still have some show left. The word of the day. I don't think we'll be able to use it. If anybody can work this in a good spot, man, hats off to you, sirs. The Urban Dictionary word of the day: oven mitt. After using the restroom to relieve oneself, this is a process of using an excessive amount of toilet paper and wrapping it around one's hand repeatedly, so the end result resembles an oven mitt, usually performed by overweight persons having large rear ends and requiring extra tissue paper more than the average-sized individual.
Let me just go a little TMI here because this is my show and that's what I do.
Don't tell me you oven mitt.
No, not at all. Because I've skipped right over this problem altogether. I'm a full-on convert now. 2 years ago, I would have said this was disgusting. But my friends,
I know what you're going to say. My wife does the same
moist
thing.
towelettes. Moist
Yeah.
towelettes, man. I called baby wipes. Baby wipes the cheapest way to get them, sir. You can get a whole big package of them. They're very cheap, and they're made for wiping your ass and flushing and leaving it baby soft. I'm just saying, the evolved man has figured out something better than the Sears catalog or a fucking corn cob. That's all I'm like. 2,000 years we've had running fucking water and a nice safe place to take a shit in, and we can't figure out a better way to clean our asses than this?
No, man. I'm not with you at all about that moist towelette thing.
Why not?
Dude, just thinking about it makes my butthole pucker.
Really?
Yeah, fuck that. That's gross.
I gotta go with him. I'm anti-moist towelette. Honestly, I don't know why. To me, it seems unnatural.
All right, we're all men here. Tell me that you have not at one point or another been in the shower and found a nice collection of ass hair, a little bit of shit, and some toilet paper in your ass cheeks. We've all done it. That's because that happens. Because we got hairy asses. That's what happens.
Those are called dingleberries.
Yeah.
Man.
I am not going to live in a world anymore where I'm walking around with extra shit in my ass. Not going to happen. Not ever going to happen again to me. I'm using the moist towelette.
Dude, twice a week, man.
I only shit at my house, and I only use moist towelettes.
Twice a week, man, I just shave my ass. Problem solved.
See,
Dingleberries and all.
I don't mind it. I see. Again, this is a real TMI situation. I've tried to shave my ass. There's two issues with it. First of all,
I can solve them both.
I'm not acrobatic enough to get down there to get enough to get a good look. What do you got to do? You got a camp? Do you got a mirror down there? What do you?
Yeah,
got?
you put a mirror down, you squat over the mirror, and you look in the mirror and shave your ass. It's
All
not
right.
hard.
And second, how often do you got to shave it? So
Twice
that it
a week.
doesn't itch
I
like
already
a
said
motherfucker?
that.
Twice a week? Seriously, you shave your ass twice a week?
Dude, I don't shave my ass at all. Look at me.
Well, I didn't think so, but how did you solve the dingleberry situation then? That's what I'm saying. Inquiring minds want to know.
I drink a lot of beer. I poop liquid. No issue.
Really? You two? That guy? You're not going to go with me on moist towelettes?
No, I don't know. It feels like
You're the person who's taken something that I would assume would feel like a dead tongue rubbing across your ass and putting it up there.
You know what it feels like? It feels like a washcloth, guys. It feels like a moist towelette. That's what it feels
No,
like.
those things are cold. What?
They're not that cold.
I don't believe you.
They're not that cold. Honest to God,
Okay,
man. And you
oven
know what
mitt,
else?
word of the day.
My ass is clean. I need no oven mitt. That's a waste of paper. I'm environmentally friendly. One sheet a lot of times.
Really?
One sheet.
What chemicals do you think they're using to produce that fucking moist towelette that has the sanitizer in it and it smells wonderful? Well, I guarantee you it's not environmentally friendly.
If you use the get the seventh generation brand. Seventh generation brand stuff.
No.
I guarantee you that's
what about like economically? What are we talking the price of these things cost? Because I can get like 40,000 rolls of toilet paper for $1.50.
and maybe that's another difference between you and I. So you go bargain basement
Dude,
toilet
I'm saying
paper?
the cheapest. It's going on my butthole. I don't care what it is.
Really? You do
No.
sandpaper or whatever? See, that's when I buy toilet paper, I buy top shelf toilet paper
Nope.
too. It's Charmin Ultra Soft only for my ass. Thanks very
Nope.
much. Pillowy soft, my friend.
It just you know what? It just sounds like out of the three of us, you the dude getting his butthole licked the most.
That's sort of where this is headed.
Yeah.
Hey.
That's why the two of us don't give a fuck what our asshole looks like.
No one's touching my asshole.
If you're
fine.
smart enough to listen to all the podcasts, then you heard you say the other day, very appropriately, that you changed the body. We were talking about body parts that you couldn't do without or whatever.
Yeah, man.
You said I want to change my body part. It's got to be the asshole because you tried going 7 days without one. It'll be you'll want to end your life or whatever.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. I take care of my asshole. Your asshole take care of you. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Do you even remember the word of the day now?
Oven mitt.
There we go.
I even remember what the definition is. When you wrap your hand in toilet paper, looks like an oven mitt. There you go.
When I was a kid,
Boom.
I crumpled. Now that I'm older, I fold.
Yeah, I was never a rapper. I
never rapped either.
No. I think one of my kids might be a rapper actually, now that I think about it. I think Deuce is.
Is his name Lil Deuce?
No, but I
Lil
think
Deucey?
I think he does like he. No, I think he does like wrap the hand in toilet paper kind of. He just really loves to pull. He loves to watch the roll spin. Like he'll just yank the toilet paper and let it run.
I do that now.
You can afford to do that when you buy shitty toilet paper.
And you don't get that much.
It's like
It's real loose on
That's
the
it.
roll. It doesn't roll good. Some of it's been used already. I'm not.
What are these 3 seashells for?
Why is mine already sandy? I don't. It's just the weirdest thing.
Hey, so we got a news story that we've got to talk about.
Alrighty then.
Restarting the heart with a virus.
So here's the deal. When I sent that to you, I literally read maybe the first 3 or 4 lines. Once again, I didn't finish reading it, and I came up with my own story in my head. So I really don't know what the article's about.
This is where is this from? Discover Magazine, the magazine of science, technology, and the future. DiscoverMagazine.com. By inserting a genetically modified virus into a guinea pig's heart, researchers have come up with a new kind of pacemaker. Of the billions of cells in the human heart, a mere 10,000 pacemaker cells, collectively called the synatrial node. Is there a doctor in the house? I don't know. I butchered that, I'm sure. Anyway, are responsible for sending the electrical pulse through the remaining heart cells. Pacemaker cells are differentiated in the embryo, but with age and disease, their beating can speed up, slow down, become irregular, or even stop. In these instances, doctors would normally implant a pacemaker to jolt the heartbeat back into rhythm when needed. But these electric devices can break, run out of batteries, introduce infection, or be outgrown. So here's the problem. People's hearts eventually stop working properly because these pacemaker cells don't work. What we've been doing is we put electrical impulses in there, but those cause a lot of problems in and of themselves. The ideal solution then would be a permanent replacement pacemaker that is built and powered by the body, an organic pacemaker. And researchers at the Cedars-Sinai Heart Institute are on their way to creating just such a thing. When pacemaker cells are developing in the embryo, a particular gene, TBX18, is also activated. Researchers inserted this T gene into a virus.
That sounds like the T virus, man.
That's what I said too. Like, seriously, the gene's got to have a fucking T in it? All right, so they inserted this TBX18 gene into a virus and inserted that virus into normal adult guinea pig heart cells. In a matter of days, these cells morphed into pacemaker cells and began sending heartbeat signals of their own. What the fuck, man? They made the T virus.
Come on, man. It's a small room.
Seriously. You may need a moist towelette after that.
I'm so surprised. You read right through the rest of it like a fucking pro, man.
Hey, I am a pro. I'm literally a professional at this.
Like, I could see that you knew what was up. and then you powered right through it.
I was trying. I'm really anxious to see whether the fart came out on mic. That's what I want to know. Is whether you can hear it in the chair.
I don't think you can.
Oh, my God. That's awesome.
Come on, man.
Here's the deal.
I'm right next to you. There's no ventilation. None.
Now
This
you need
show
a moist
has
towelette.
devolved quickly.
That's right. We went blue early last week, too, man.
Here's the deal, man. This is literally the genesis of the zombie apocalypse. That's exactly what the fuck this is.
I was going to say, like, isn't that precisely what the Umbrella Corporation was doing? They were trying to figure out a way to reanimate soldiers on the battlefield? Like to bring them, to shock them back to life or whatever organically? I swear to God, that's what the T-virus is in the Resident Evil movies.
I don't know. I'm not down with this at all.
Anyway, so here's what happened. In a matter of days, the cells had morphed into pacemaker cells and began sending heartbeat signals of their own. So they injected this virus in, and then right off, it starts working. The effects lasted even after the TBX18 had faded away. So researchers suggest the structural change is permanent and might offer long-term treatment for patients with heartbeat irregularities. At this point, though, the research, which was published in Nature Biotechnology this week, is far from use in humans. Well, that's good news, but seriously, like, I understand. I don't want to be the guy with the tinfoil hat.
Hey, man, the Japanese thought nuclear bombs were way the fuck off till we dropped them on
That's what I'm saying. And I'm trying to think of some other terrible thing in human history that we were like, well, that could never happen, and then almost immediately does. Well, I mean, I guess like we thought that about Hitler, right? Like, well, never again will a despot take over a whole country and kill millions
just take
of people.
Poland. Yeah, man. Just, you know what? Hey, half Poland.
Right.
He won't take everything else.
No. That's never going to happen. Nobody's ever going to try to conquer Europe again. No, yes, they will. Europe's real pretty.
Fidel, this is democracy. This is Cuba. Make it happen.
Yeah. So no, then we're all agreed.
I gotta say, what I've taken away from that article is scientists made a zombie guinea pig.
That's got to be the worst goddamn pet you can possibly have.
Scientists made
the
a zombie
fucker just
guinea
won't
pig.
die. Yeah, like
he won't die.
You get it. You give it to your kid, and then the kid doesn't play with it anymore. Doesn't take care of it, right?
Yes.
And so it just fucking dies, but then it comes back to life, and the kid still
I will
doesn't
say
take care
though
of
that
it.
if you're gonna make a zombie pet, a guinea pig's probably a safe way to go. You don't want to make a zombie Rottweiler.
Yes, I agree there. I mean, how much damage could a zombie guinea pig actually do?
Dude, zombie hermit crab, best pet ever.
That's probably not bad. Yeah.
How would you even know?
It's got to be the best part. Yeah, but here's the thing: is you don't even have to feed it anymore, man.
You have to feed it other hermit crabs.
No, you don't.
Don't they? Do hermit crabs have like brains?
Yeah, you did something.
Does a hermit make a sound? Does a hermit crab make a noise? Do they moan?
I think they do kind of sound like that.
Yeah,
Little clicks.
yeah.
All right, well, we'll get the leaders of the free world on the phone then about the T-virus. So vote no for the T-virus.
Yeah,
Let's
what a
all get
bad
together
idea.
and say that we need a new solution
Yeah.
to the pacemaker issue versus the T-virus. None of that,
Hey,
please.
because what do viruses do?
Mutate.
Exactly.
Yeah, so even if the first one works just fine,
Yeah.
then the second one does a different thing. and
Because
then
the virus
third
just wants
one-
it survives. That's its whole goal.
I've got another news story that we could get to, but I'd actually rather hear, you told me that you've got a Man Scout.
Yeah.
We haven't done Man Scouting in quite some time. Man Scouting, of course, the grown-up version of the Boy Scout badge. What's your
Yes.
latest Man Scout badge?
The dentistry badge.
All right.
So if you're a Boy Scout, you can actually get a dentistry badge. Okay. To get it as a Man Scout. Oh, that didn't work. To get the Man Scout badge for dentistry, you must swallow a crown, like in your mouth. Your crown pops off, like you're eating an annihilator or something. You swallow it, and you go through your own shit to get the crown instead of having to pay the $800 for a new one.
No.
I will
No,
never get
first
that
of all-
badge.
First of all, what dentist is going to put the old crown back on and not charge you for it?
After
First
it's
of all,
been in your poop.
What dentist is going to
Yeah,
put it back on
he'll
anyway?
He'll charge you to put it back on, but the fucking thing costs $800 to make.
I don't think he's going to put that one back on. Maybe he will give you some sort of trade-in because it's made of
Yes, he
gold or
will.
something. Really? He'll just put it back on?
Yeah.
Are you telling me that you have the dentistry badge?
Yes, I have the dentistry badge.
Okay, first off, that should not be the dentistry badge. That should be the poop digging badge or something. That should be
Boy
the-
Scouts don't get the poop digging badge. Boy Scout leaders do, though.
Whoa. Whoa.
Zing!
That ain't right. Actually, you know how you could really get your poop digging badge?
With an oven mitt.
Oh, fuck you! With the steal! He slides in from second base and fucking steals home!
What?
Oh.
What?
There is no way in hell I thought that word of the day was going to be used in this episode.
Not only was it used, sir, we were fighting over using it because you were circling it too. You were trying to get there, weren't you?
No, I didn't have a clue. I'd forgotten what it was.
Oh, I saw it in other guy's eyes. I said, oh, he sees the opening here. Other guy, that guy. I saw it in that guy's eyes.
Man.
So really, though?
Yeah.
Was it a now and later?
Yeah, it was an now and later.
Do you eat now and laters to this day?
I actually talked about now and laters the other day. I missed them. I don't even know if they still make them.
Yeah, they still make them.
In like the little 5-pack.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
They weren't made at the Hostess factory, so they're safe.
I'll tell you what. I used to love now laters and fucking lemon heads. But not because I cared for the lemon head candy, but the box they used to come in you could make it into a whistle.
That's right. It had a little opening at the top that tore.
I know this is going to be hard for everybody listening to the show to believe. I know this is going to be hard for you guys to believe, but I don't like lemon heads.
I hate
or now and later's.
I hate
or
lemon
any
heads.
of the other candies that you've mentioned. Really, none of those are on my list.
Really?
No, none of them. Honest to God,
I know
the
none
only-
of it's on your list.
No, none of it's on my list.
If it's not a honey bun.
Honest to God, the only candies I like, Reese's peanut butter, like the chocolate.
The mini ones, though.
Yeah, I like the mini ones, and I like. I do like Lifesavers, the hard, like the regular 5-flavor Lifesavers. Love them.
Not for me.
Me neither.
Why not? What's wrong with
I
a
don't
Lifesaver?
Hey, I don't.
You know the worst lifesaver in the box, in the package, the clear one.
You're going to tell me white, but
The
that's
clear
not
one.
true because that's pineapple, sir, and the pineapple has its own wonderful flavor.
That's not pineapple. It's coconut.
And it's gross.
Oh yeah, that's right, coconut. But same
Yeah.
difference. Coconut, pineapple. It's the hard fruit that I don't eat.
Is coconut a fruit?
Yeah, they're both a fruit, right?
Like technically,
They hang off the tree.
I think a
Well,
coconut's
yeah.
a seed, man.
I think a coconut might be a seed. Does
No.
a coconut grow into a coconut
No,
plant?
the coconut.
A palm
Grows
tree?
into
has-
a palm tree.
No,
yeah.
the coconut has a seed in it. It is the fruit that has a seed within it. Like the coconut itself is the fruit, and there's
Yeah.
seeds in it.
I think
a
yep.
peanut. It's like a fucking peanut
No,
or a macadamia nut.
no.
If you're saying the outside shell that's green around a coconut that you can peel off, and then you get the husk that's inside, the husk inside the nut is the actual coconut.
Yes, the thing on the inside. Okay, well, where is the meat? Where's the white stuff?
It's on the inside,
inside of that seed.
of that
of
seed.
the seed. Oh, well then, So you don't eat any of the husk at all?
Fuck no,
No,
it's
that's
hard.
like
You can't.
corn husks. Why would you eat that?
You know how many times I've cracked open a coconut, guys?
Less times than you've eaten a goddamn coconut lifesaver.
Indeed, many.
You mean these?
Especially-
You mean these fucking fruits don't come looking like this? You mean they're not
especially-
round and hard with a hole in it?
Especially since literally for the first 31 years of my life, I've been telling people that was the pineapple lifesaver. So, there's that too.
You have no idea what a pineapple or coconut. They taste the same. They're interchangeable to you.
I know that one of them is spiny and one of them is round, and you can make a drink out of it. That's what I know.
Good lord.
Can you make a drink out of both of them? Can you
Yeah.
make a drink
Oh,
out of
yeah.
pineapple too?
Yeah.
Can you
Oh
hack
yeah.
it? You can hack it with the
And then dig it
thing
out.
Just hollow it out.
Here's the thing, man.
right,
I'll tell you
okay.
what. Monty Python in Search of the Holy Grail.
Yeah,
Fucking coconuts. That's
those
a
are
coconut.
coconuts. Yeah, there you go. Okay, I
Does
got
that help
that.
you out with the visual?
Yeah.
You get the
clip clop. I got
Yeah.
you. I got you. Fair enough. What were we
now
talking
and
about?
later's. Anyway, I was going to tell you, it's not
Man's
solely now and later's that could happen to you with.
Oh, but I tell you what. Now later, take a fucking crown or cap out your tooth real quick.
So will a sugar baby?
Not one by itself.
No, just one sugar baby will rip a filling smooth out of your head. Oh yeah.
He's like, I speak from experience.
Oh
I
yeah.
can say if you got a little sugar baby army in your mouth and you're
No
chewing
man,
those
just
fuckers.
one nug of sugar baby back there and on those back molars, and you're toast.
What he's saying, other guy, is it's all about how you use it. It's not the size. It's about the motion in the ocean.
I wouldn't know much about that.
So, but I'm honestly, how badly do you need the fucking $800 that you dug through your shit to the ground? That's what I want to know.
You got
First
$800
off,
you got $800 I can borrow?
Hang on a minute.
no, but I don't
Exactly.
Do you how do you
do
go
you-
about that? You
do you
poop in a
have to
bowl
have-
and then you sift through it and then put the bowl, or
Think, yeah.
is there stage 1, stage 2?
Look, man. Okay, I'll explain it to you. You ever see a fish tank?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, like a little small house fish tank.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you use to get those fish in and out of that tank?
Nets.
That little net.
The little net, and it's
Yeah.
got like the little green netting on it.
Yeah. You
All right,
shit
we
through
just
the
get
net.
one of those. You take a dump, you pick it up in that net, and shake it back and forth like you're panning for goddamn gold. Shit falls through. Crown stays in the net.
What if
And then you what? You soak it in a cup of bleach?
Yeah, I'm not fucking. Yeah.
and then put that bad boy back in your mouth?
It's all organic, that guy.
Yeah, and then what you do is you boil it.
Gross.
And then you give it to the dentist. You explain
And
what
then he
happens,
promptly
and then
throws
he
it away
no,
and
he
makes you a
doesn't.
new one.
No, he doesn't. He sanitizes it.
Yeah, that's what he told you. He was like, oh, yeah, sure. Sure, I'll sanitize.
Dude, what's the difference between sifting through your shit and your crown fucking falling on the ground and you picking it up out of dirt and stuff?
One of them has been in your shit, and the other one has not been in your shit.
That's the difference right there.
Dirt's just as gross, man.
Nope.
Incorrect.
Nope. I can handle some dirt on me.
That's right. You know what I've
I got
done?
no problem with some dirt on my face.
You know what I've done? Hey, I'll kiss a girl that's dirty.
I won't kiss a shitty girl.
Nope. Had never done it. Won't happen. You know what else? Let me tell you something. I've picked up food and eaten it off the ground. I'm not real proud of it. I don't do it a lot.
Look, that's fine.
Having never picked up any food out of the toilet.
Hey, all I'm doing is making my sash bigger. I've lived through some shit.
Literally.
I got my dentistry badge. Y'all don't. That's okay.
I'm glad you can see it as a personal accomplishment. I see it as you got a shit tooth.
Wow.
Now I want to know, does Mrs. Other Guy know this story?
No.
Urban Dictionary word of the day, shit tooth.
Here's what you're probably going to want to do. Not let her listen to this episode of the podcast. I'm just saying, it may be the kind of thing that enters her mind from now on every time she goes to get shit.
Dude, we've kissed thousands of times.
I know.
She doesn't know you have a shit tooth.
She didn't know before that you had a shit tooth. I'm just saying it may change her perception of things.
I don't see. I literally don't see what the big deal is.
Let her listen to the podcast. Let's see if she does.
All right.
Oh, okay. We're going to move on here for a second because I got to tell you about the we're not there quite yet, but the outro music this week is going to be, and I'm not sure which track it's going to be, but it's going to be from an album, The Mustache is Sentient and Friends Christmas Jam. We've played The Mustache is Sentient before, actually, in, I think, the first 2 episodes. You heard their music as the intro and outro music, maybe. But they have recorded this awesome Christmas CD. They and some of their friends, it's friends from the theater department at Louisiana Tech, and they've got that on sale. By the time this podcast goes up, it will be on sale online. You can find info on our website, 2guys1pod.com. You can find links on this post on our website, 2guys1pod.com. There'll be links on our Facebook too, facebook.com/2guys1pod. There's also links at facebook.com/The Mustache is Sentient. All of those places, go check it out. Search for it. It'll be available in iTunes and Amazon, but also on cdbaby.com. That's a great way. You can order a physical CD if you'd like to, or just download it. But anyway, that's some Christmas tunes for you here in the holiday season, and it all goes to a good cause, too. All the proceeds go to benefit Tech Theater Players, a great organization here locally. So thanks to them for that, and thanks for the music. That was exciting, man. I produced an album for the first time.
Like how many tracks?
Like 15 tracks.
That's like a full album, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. There's 15 tracks on the CD. I think there are 13 actual songs, and the first song is a silly little Christmas song. The last song is like a bonus track from an original play that they did here. But other than that, it's all like traditional Christmas tunes, man, religious Christmas tunes, and it's great stuff, man. They're a really talented group of kids.
As most kids are.
That's not true. Have you met most kids?
Yeah, every kid's got a talent, man.
Yeah,
It's whenever they start believing what society tells them that they go, I don't want to do that anymore.
Maybe so. Some kids' talent seems to be picking their nose, and that's about it.
Hey, man, I used to be talented.
You used to be talented?
Yeah.
Then the world got a hold of you.
The man just tore me down, dude.
So, in 2 days is December 20th, 2012.
Yep.
The Mayans supposedly have this marked as the end of their long calendar. Now, there's some debate about exactly what that means. A lot of people say that the New Age interpretation is that it's a rebirth maybe of spirituality and togetherness and harmony in the universe. The naysayers, of course, would say that it's the apocalypse that's impending. And in fact, this episode that we're recording will never be heard by anyone other than me.
Us.
Well,
the recording won't be.
I was going to say, you guys aren't hearing it. Yeah, you guys won't hear it until it's done and published. So you'll miss it, too, if the Mayans were right in a negative way. Let's assume for a moment that they were right, and that it is in fact the end of the world as we know it.
And I feel fine.
But imagine, indeed,
Excellent
imagine that you get to pick the way that the world is created. So, here's the only rule. It's a utopia, but you can pick whatever silly, ridiculous, so everything's happy and lovely, there is no bad stuff. But you can recreate, you can make it whatever you want it to be. So is it literally heaven on earth? Is it kumbaya, my lord? Everybody holds hands and sings around the campfire?
Yes.
Is it obedience to the omniscient and omnibenevolent monarchy that is that guy?
How would I recreate Earth if I could, is what you're asking.
Yes.
Huh. I tell you what, man, I'd get rid of all the ants, man. Fucking ant.
Just that simple?
Dude,
You
I was
think?
raking my yard today, man. Fucking fire ants. They're despicable creatures.
They are the lowest of the low.
I fucking hate them, man.
No more. You're gonna go no ants.
No ants. Everything else, hey, keep everything the same, man. Just get rid of some fucking ants and jellyfish. Anything that stings, really. Fuck those guys.
Bees.
Yeah, anything that stings, I got nothing for.
How about the entire insect population? Is there any insect that you want to spare?
Oh,
I've thought
yeah,
about this
yeah.
before. I've thought about this before. No, honestly, if you ask me, okay, we'll take away all the things that sting, but you have to lose butterflies. I'm like, I'm fine with that. We got hummingbirds, kind of fill the same need, right?
I don't know. Don't insects do like good things?
Yeah,
Aren't they
I mean,
good for stuff.
Sure. But I'm assuming that with other animals of some sort will fill in that. We're assuming in his scenario where he can recreate the world, the ecosystem fills in some other way. So, for instance, in this, if you get rid of butterflies and other insects that pollinate, there's a hummingbird explosion. There's literally hummingbirds everywhere.
Then you got to deal with hummingbirds like dive bombing.
Whatever,
No,
man.
look,
hummingbirds don't sting.
Look,
I don't know, man.
Keep all the other insects. If it stings, fuck it.
I don't know, man. Life finds a way.
Oh man.
That's right. That's right.
Nice.
Fucking ant. I like that. You're gonna go. You could remove anything. Your first call was ants.
Oh yeah. How, dude? That's not even a hard call. That is an easy call. Name one negative thing from getting rid of an ant? Exactly. Exactly.
We wouldn't have A Bug's Life, which is a delightful movie.
Really?
You don't like A Bug's Life?
You like A Bug's Life so much you're willing to keep alive every motherfucking ant.
I didn't say it was a valid argument for them. You were just looking for any argument in their favor, and I'm saying without them we would lose A Bug's Life. It's worth considering for a moment. It's a
What
delightful
about
film.
ant farms?
Did you ever have one of those?
Never. I never saw the point.
I never had one of those. I did have. We all had what were they? The little sea mermen or whatever.
Sea monkeys.
Yeah, this fucking sea monkeys. You had sea monkeys, right?
I never owned a single set of sea monkeys.
Really?
Not once. I had a chia pet,
Cha-cha-cha-chia.
but I never had sea monkeys. I never had an ant farm. I did have like it was a jar, but instead of the lid, it was a magnifying glass.
Right.
And so you put bugs in there, you could see them up close when you're magnifying glass. I had
Nice.
that. You put sticks and dirt and shit in there, and you could like their natural environment.
Like-
And you watched bugs for a while.
and
I didn't do it,
that
Mike.
just sounds like a humanitarian cage for the kid that's pulling fucking wings off of flies.
That's pretty much what it was.
Did you pretend you were David Attenborough? See the ladybug in her natural habitat.
Yeah, I didn't film it or anything, you know.
In my mind, I did.
But yeah, I had that thing.
I would
He
make
needs an Asiago girl.
if I could recreate the world in my own image, I would make fast food employees. I would make fast food employees a 6-figure job.
But you would make all fast food places McDonald's.
I don't know that I would standardize because I really like what I would like for all of them to be equally as good service wise, and for that service level to be higher than it currently is. And then I could go back and forth from time to time and enjoy a little bit of, like I was telling Honey Bun the other day. I bought a bag of these Reese's peanut butter, the Bells. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. The Bells are not, it's the one Reese's peanut butter thing that I eat where the chocolate is not, or excuse me, the peanut butter is not always evenly packed. Like they're not always full. Like sometimes you bite into them and it's a little more chocolate than peanut butter. I told her, I was like, you can't imagine how novel it is to have variety for me. Like to be surprised with the food that I eat. And I never bite into anything and get surprised. Like it's amazing. It was an amazing, never mind.
That's how everyone else's life is.
I know. Anyway, so my point is this. I would make them all 6-figure jobs because then it would be delightful to go and get dinner at one of these places because people would be hustling. Like it would be really good service. It would truly be fast food.
Yeah, but that Big Mac now costs $400. You
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not saying that I've got the economics of the thing figured out. I'm saying in my world this would make sense. This would
Those
work
some bitches
somehow.
need to get paid more. That's your whole.
Of every job out there that deserves more money, a fucking fast food worker is not even on my
He's not
list.
anywhere
I'm taking
near
money
the top.
away from those fucks.
Hey, you don't know, man. We might have a huge fast food worker population listening to this podcast.
What do I care?
Trying to play to the home base. I doubt we do, truthfully.
If a fast food worker is listening to this, even if we keep all this in and they're like, oh man, that other guy's addicted to fast food workers, they're too fucking stupid to stop listening.
I had one more question, and this came up tonight. I'm eating dinner and I'm listening to
Dude, this is a one-question show, man.
the Phoebe podcast. 4 Eyes and a Beard. Have you ever heard of this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Isn't Mosier on it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mosier and Matt Mira from Attack of the Show and The Nerdist.
Which also won awards. Both shows.
Indeed it did. Deservedly so. They discussed the phenomenon of porn in the woods as a child. Now, you're a child of the 80s, like me. You're a couple of years younger than us.
Yeah, still the 80s.
But still around that time.
Yeah.
This is something that I remember from being a kid, and the two of them both, they thought it was odd that they both had this same story, but then they asked their audience to write in. They were like, does this happen everywhere? Scott kind of thought that this is all over. Matt Mira, not so much. When you were a kid, did you ever find a porn magazine in the woods?
Yes.
In a stump or something?
Yeah.
You did? Yeah.
But it was behind a school.
Yes. I mean, that's what
Yeah.
they said. They were talking about very specifically, like outside of their middle school or something. There was a place the kids knew at recess you could go over here, and there was like 2 Playboys in the stump or something.
Yeah.
You know, that guy. Do you have a similar experience?
No, I never found any porn in the woods ever.
And mine
Like I'm so
sound so-
upset about it. Like,
very mad.
I
Like,
missed
maybe
out on a major part of childhood. Like, there's porn in the woods somewhere.
I can almost guarantee you, if you'd spent much time in the woods surrounding your house, there was some porn in them. It's my understanding that in the late 80s and the early 90s, there was pretty much porn in every stock of woods.
It's left there by the Pornicorn.
The
Just-
Pornicorn.
It's a magical creature that shits porn mags.
Nice, nice. I
Instead of a horn, it's a huge goddamn dildo coming out of its head.
it's a big floppy cock.
Yeah.
Nice. If someone draws me a picture of the Pornicorn and sends it in to 2guys1pod@me.com, you will get a T-shirt.
It's
We don't have a
completely-
T-shirt. We will make a T-shirt and send it to you if you send me a picture of the Pornicorn. I'm just telling you right now.
I think that throughout the evolution of the Pornicorn, it went from being very, or like really a bushy animal, and now it's completely clean shaven.
It's like bald and too pink. Almost too pink with a big floppy
Almost
cock.
too pink.
You're like, oh.
See, I think they
He
come in
looks
different
angry.
colors, man. I think Pornicorns are multicolored, and depending on the porn mag left behind, tells you the color of the Pornicorn. If it's an ebony mag, that's a black unicorn. That's a black Pornicorn.
It's a strong Nubian Pornicorn.
and their porncorns are larger.
There. Oh,
Do we want to discuss the Asian pornicorn?
They're rare. It's hard to ever tell who they are because they always got those goddamn masks on.
Oh my goodness!
So they're like leather pornicorns.
Yeah, the S&M pornicorns. They're real skinny. They can't eat because they got that fucking ball gag in their mouth.
I'm just picturing this gaunt fucking like.
I'm having a hard time picturing it. To be honest with you,
You
you guys have seen the
like
you guys
it's
have
got
seen
it's got a fucking ball gag in its mouth. Its horn at the end of it has a little whip swinging around like a
I
little
was
cat
gonna
of
say
nine.
its tail is
tassel,
the cat of nine tails.
Yeah, and then the fucking its ribs are like buckled slats.
You guys have seen the you guys have seen images from the new My Little Ponies cartoon, right? My Little Ponies Friendship is Magic or whatever is the name of this thing.
No, we don't have kids, man.
Well, but I'm saying you've seen like television and you've been in Walmart. It's apparently a pretty big deal.
I record all of my TV and watch no commercials.
Fair enough. All right. Well, anyway, they've redone My Little Ponies like in the last 5 or 6 years or something, and apparently it's a phenomenon, not just among kids, but there's a lot of adults that like it too because they remember
Nostalgia.
the series. Yeah, girls and guys though. There's a whole deal, and so there's a whole fan base. They go to conventions and the whole 9 yards. They draw celebrities as ponies and everything. I know far too much about this phenomenon. Anyway, my point is, the whole time you guys have been talking about the Pornicorn, I'm seeing varying versions of that
Ponies.
style My Little Ponies cartoon drawn with the new accessories for the Pornicorn.
Worse.
Yeah,
That's
it's
a worse
It's
image.
way
Dude,
worse.
we should market that because they have like those little fucking teddy bears.
Yeah.
That all like dressed as like naughty nurses or fucking in a straight jacket with a Hannibal Lecter mask on.
Are you suggesting that the Pornicorn should be the new mascot for Two Guys One Pod?
Ooh.
It is magical and brings happiness to all.
The Pornicorn.
And if porn doesn't make you happy, that's a you problem.
The Legend of the Pornicorn, ladies and gentlemen. That's the name of this episode. There we go. The Legend of the Pornicorn.
Legend of the Pornicorn.
In which we all find a happy stash.
Oddly enough, the Pornicorn actually comes from fucking North Korea, to be honest with you.
Well, there's a big slab right over there
Yeah, it
that
tells you
says
right there, Pornicorn.
unicorn layer.
Yeah, mistranslation.
Pornicorn layer is really
Yeah.
it's the oldie Korean. OLDE Korean.
Yeah, the old
in
Korean?
Yeah, in the old Korean.
Oldie Korean.
It was Pornicorn. Sounds very similar to the modern unicorn, but it was a mistranslation, misunderstanding down through the historical records. Very, very sad. Gentlemen, thank you for joining us once again. That guy, appreciate you coming by.
Glad to be here.
We'll have you back again soon. What's going to be fun though is that now he can go into kind of like a competition with our mutual friend and holiday friend. It'll be like Steve Martin and Alec Baldwin about like who's got the
Who can guest star more?
There you go.
Yeah, but here's the thing: is we've upped our episode downloads by 1.
Yeah, that's a good point. I guess we should stop recycling. If our brilliant plan to mass market this thing is to have the entirety of the United States on the show, then we should start.
He literally brings nothing to the show but 1 download.
It's like, hey
That's
guys,
Download us once, you can be on the show.
my mom really enjoyed the show this week. It was wonderful.
I downloaded more than one show.
Hey, when are those one of those British fuckers hitting us back, man?
I'm assuming that something major happened overseas. I don't know. I don't get any news.
It's that you couldn't hear the first part of the 6-minute show, so they fucking stopped listening
turned
and
it
never got
off.
to it.
I don't think that's the case. I think anybody that would take the time to write an email would take the time to get through. And I'm telling you, if you put on headphones or if you're listening in a car without whatever, if you put on headphones and listen without something else going on, then I think you can hear yourself just fine. That's what I say to you. I leave you with Christmas
That's my
cheer,
Pornicorn
my
power.
friend. Your Pornicorn power. I leave you with Christmas cheer. That's what we're going to leave you with this week. You can buy this album that you're about to hear, by the way, and it's a really, really good one. Go check it out on our website. We'll have links for it at twoguysonepod.com. Send us an email. Like us on Facebook. Hey, here's your Christmas present to Two Guys One Pod. Go on iTunes and review the show. Good, bad, ugly, we don't give a shit. Just review the show. That's what you need to do. Merry Christmas to us. Until next time, I'm one guy.
And I'm the other.
And you are.
That guy.
And this has been the podcast.
Okay. The first Noel, the angels did say, was to certain poor shepherds in fields where they lay, in fields where they lay, keeping their sheep on a cold winter's night that was so deep. A Noel, a Noel, Noel, Noel. Oh, born is the King of Israel. They looked up and saw a star shining in the east, beyond them far, and to the earth it gave great light, and so it continued both day and night. Noel, 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 Noel. Oh, born is the King of Israel.
An oven mitt is one in the pink, four in the stink.
This guy right here.
That's no,
Yeah, that's
don't
exactly
do
right.
it.
You gotta the
No.
visual.
Actually, it's more like this.
You gotta have the visual.
Yeah.
Ugh.